Limetree began in about 2012 when there was a competition through the Northwest Construction Hub framework. The contractor Laing O'Rourke approached us to be their designers to help them win the design competition. The vision of this project really was to have a new way of organising a school, one where teaching and learning is delivered through engagement with outdoor activities. We were then able to have a really deep dive into engagement with the school and the senior leadership team, and over a number of months really get to understand the bespoke aspects of the brief to really create something that was special and unique.
We know what schools look like, don't we? I mean, they're sort of buildings that keep going on with corridors and classrooms and dining rooms. And Limetree isn't that at all. Limetree is a village, and it's a village of enthusiastic learning and experiencing an environment which is so much richer.
I think there is clear evidence that the school environment has an impact on learning, well-being and a whole range of other educational outcomes and factors. I think the problem is defining that relationship because it's extremely complex.
So whether that's air quality and the level of CO2 affecting our concentration, or whether that's our sense of belonging or our sense of interaction in a space, it all has an impact on how we learn, whether we're children or adults.
It goes through a whole range of other things like what students and pupils and teachers do in the school, the way that they welcome in parents, the identity of the school, all these other factors that the design influences. I think there are still clear evidence and links between the two.
Post Occupancy Evaluation, or POE as we refer to it, is a formal method of evaluating how a building is performing in use.
So we're able to go back to our projects and really get under the skin of how a building really performs in reality, to get to the emotional intelligence, if you like, of how people interact with space.
By incorporating post-occupancy evaluation, we're then able to assess whether the design solutions we've come up with actually have the impact on health and well-being that we anticipated that they would. Without actually getting engaged with the building users, we don't really get to the grips with what we need to design.
If they can adapt their buildings to meet their needs, the POE process will give them real hard data on how the building is performing and where they can make improvements to better suit their needs.
For me, good design means it's thoughtful, that it considers both function and aesthetic, brings that together holistically, and has got the human experience at its heart.